Have you noticed how your life can be peaceful and then something happens and it gets into complete turmoil? And the more you try to fix it, it doesn't get fixed, it gets worser, gets worser. What I'm learning, the more I study, is that you can't fix anything. You have to accept what is. And when you accept what is, you learn to let whatever it is, that negative energy, flow through you without harming you. But to stop that energy from flowing through you will continue to cause you pain and suffering. What I've come to understand is our egos always want to be right. And the egos always want to control. But the fact of the matter is, the only control you ever have is of yourself. If you're trying to control someone else or you're trying to control a situation, it's because there's something in you you're not comfortable with. It has nothing to do with the other person. Buttons have been pressed. And so what I've come to understand is letting go of anything you can't control. Embrace what is. And you create a place now where clarity can come in and you can react from that place of clarity instead of from an emotional state. I know for a fact that if I'm responding to any situation with high emotion, the results are not going to be good. Because when I'm doing that, I'm thinking that I can change that situation. I can change that person. I can't. I have no control over it. But I do have control over where I put my energy. And so sometimes in order to accept what is, sometimes we just have to pull back and ask ourselves, what is real about this situation? Or is this something I've created in my mind? Let me give you a hint. It's always about something we create in our minds. Our minds have perception and preferences. And when things don't meet our preferences, man, we want to control them. And that just doesn't work. We had a big opportunity last Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever. We had an election here. Here's the key thing. You can't fight the results. The results are the results. Accept what is. And if you have negative feelings about it, let it move through you. If you have positive feelings about it, let them move through you. You don't have to go up to your neighbor and say, I was right. You don't have to tell your partner, I was right. You don't have to do any of that. You had no control over it. All you had control over was casting one vote. Now, accept what is. Let whatever energy it is move through you. And now start living today. You don't need to talk about that election ever again. I'm using the election as an example for anything in your life. It's just something that people here in the United States, maybe even the world, can relate to. You can only focus on what you can control. The Christian prayer, give me the strength to know what I can change and what I cannot change, and the wisdom to change only that which I am able. If you're trying to change that which cannot change, something in the past, another person, something in the future, you're wasting your time. The only thing you can change is you in this moment, in this now. And how you change your perspective, your focus. A lot to think about here today. And I know you'll do great. With that, it's a great day to be alive. And you get to make it so. Much love, everyone.